Hello and welcome to another episode of Notified. I'm Brett Campbell, founder of the Campbell Media Group, where we help businesses do more business. Today's episode is a doozy. We have got a lot to cover. I'm super excited actually. As I was doing my regular research, looking at what's hot, I was extremely excited. I almost wanted to not do this episode and just go out straight to the team and start implementing some of these changes. However, today we're going to be talking about sharing to stories. So Facebook, Instagram, menage a trois. We're going to talk about the updates of Facebook. They're introducing a number of new things, even getting into the dating game. That's going to be a game changer for all those single people out there. Not for me though, happily married. We're also going to be talking about a brand new creative option that for us as a creative agency is really going to be able to take our content and our advertising and just our simple brand awareness, being able to take it to the next level by implementing some amazing technology. So super excited to share that with you. So first, cab off the rank, we're going to be talking about what transpired from the latest F8 Facebook event. So basically, just to give you a bit of a heads up, Facebook run an annual event, so it's a 2-day event, and where all the global developers go towards, and basically an opportunity for Facebook to say, here's what we've been working on, here's what we're going to be introducing coming very, very soon. Mark Zuckerberg obviously kicked off the day, and he had to almost kick the day off like this, especially based off the big privacy issues that Facebook have been running into. He kicked off the day with a keynote talking about a broader view of their responsibility by not only giving people access to amazing tools, but making sure that those tools are being utilized for good. So if we jump into some of the amazing announcements that were made, first things first was the clear history. So we've got here clearing history. This was a big thing, and I think this is pretty cool because as a user, wouldn't it be nice to know what your actual history of Facebook usage is? Meaning what apps have actually got your details, and if you want to remove details to those apps, you can do so quite easily. So it says today we're announcing plans to build clear history. So this feature will enable you to see the websites and the apps that send us information when you use them. Delete this information from your account and turn off your ability to store it. So basically, they're trying to give you a little bit more responsibility in your hands to be able to say, you know what, I don't want to be cookied around the internet. I wonder how that's going to affect advertisers, because again, advertisers rely on tracking you around the internet. Another really cool, powerful feature is this concept sharing to stories. So they've introduced a new way for people to be able to share their favorite apps to both Facebook and Instagram stories. I want to have a look at this here. Basically, let's just say as the example they're using here, because again, this is only in beta and you won't have access to this right now, but let's say you're on Spotify and you've got a favorite song and you're like, oh, I'd love to be able to share this. You can now tap on the button in Spotify and there's a selection of all the different apps you can send it to. You can actually send it to your Instagram story, to your Messenger, Facebook, so that's really cool within itself. It's quite interesting how the universe works. So just as a side note, Logic there is getting some game time. I just watched Logic's documentary the other day on Netflix. Go check it out, really interesting story. But this is pretty cool. It says just tap the share button on the Spotify or even your GoPro app, so that's cool, and your content is pulled directly into your Instagram camera. From there you can edit and add to your story or send it via direct, so that's pretty cool. Staying on Instagram, they've also released camera effects for the actual Instagram platform. So you'll be able to see this in filters, I guess is the terminology they're using right now, but they're wanting to bring out a lot more face filters, text styles, and stickers. Geez, that's what happens when you go live. You can't rewind that, damn it. Anyway, stickers. I was gonna say tickers again. Stickers. So they're now unlocking the ability for third parties to design unique interactive camera experiences. This is where it's pretty cool. You're no longer now going to be limited to just what Instagram wants you to be able to have as a filter. So I remember we tested this out a few months ago when Facebook came out with this. You've been able to do this for some time, but they're now trying to obviously make it a lot easier for developers to be able to play the game as well. So it says here that means you turn any video into an NBA dunk cam or add a cloud of hearts or Pomeranians to your photos. Well, that'll be fun. Pomeranians everywhere, eh? Here's an example of obviously what they've got. They've got, oh, beautiful. Put a Pomeranian going around a love heart around your cappuccino. If you're into that, fantastic. So they're now going to be able to make it a lot more easy. And this is another cool feature there, is what they've done is it says more fun creative effects from your favorite accounts are coming soon. So they've clearly created relationships with Ariana Grande, Baby Ariel, Lisa Koshy, Vogue and BuzzFeed. So what's going to happen is these third party, and we're going to be creating our own as well, are going to be able to create these effects. And if you actually like the effect that you see in their video, you can simply tap on it and you can say try it on, and then that effect, that tool will be added to your tray. So I could see that escalating quite quickly. It'll be interesting to see when they start opening the ability up from, you know, for everyone to be able to do it easier. It would probably turn into a nightmare, I guess, if it was too easy for everyone to be able to create these filters. But the cool thing is they're expanding, and you know, stay tuned for some really cool filters and camera effects coming your way to your mobile. Staying on Instagram, video chat. So this is an interesting stat. More than 100 million Instagrammers watch or share live videos every single day. But again, they've asked their community, and the community is asking for real-time video. So now what they're going to be doing is they're going to be able to do a live video chat with multiple people. So I'm not sure where I personally would use that. Maybe you could do it if you've got a small group of, you know, if you're from a business context, maybe you've got a small group of clients, or maybe you even want to do a little team meeting. If you've got virtual team, you know, you could maybe do it via Instagram. I'm not sure that you're going to see much value in that, but they're testing new things, and they say video chat is testing now, and they're going to roll it out globally. And just so you know, you could be sitting there going, when am I going to get access to all of these things? At any one time, Facebook, for example, are testing 10,000 different variations. So, you know, you could be sitting next to your partner at night, and you download a new app and you've got this feature and they don't. You're like, why is that happening? It's just the way they're rolling it out. So stay tuned. Always make sure you keep updating your apps, because that's when you'll be able to find out these new features. I finally got access to a new feature the other day, and this is another really cool opportunity for you all. If you go to, let's say you're doing an Instagram story, and I'll do that right now. You obviously can't see this, but just pretend you know what I'm doing here. So I'm going to Instagram. I'm going to go click on the Instagram story. I'm going to do an Instagram story live here right now. How we're doing? We are live right now with Notified, just sharing on how you can actually now share this story from Instagram that I'm doing, and I can automatically post it and publish it to my Facebook story. So I don't know about you, but that's pretty game changing in the sense of no longer do you have to go to your Facebook story and go, oh, hi, I'm doing Notified, and then go to Instagram, hi, I'm doing Notified. You can actually do it once. So all you do is you're going to go press send to, not sure if you can see this, but you'll go share to your story, and then look what happens. It says share. Do you want to share this to Brett Campbell's story? I'll go, of course I want to share that. Done. There you go. Wouldn't it be nice if there was just an app that you can go share to? Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everywhere. That would be great. So another really cool feature with Instagram, there's a lot happening. They're also introducing a new Explore page, so don't be surprised in the coming weeks or months that you go to update your Instagram app and you're like, it looks different, what's going on? Right, so this is really cool. They're going to be able to allow it for you to have a personalized experience. So you can see here on the image that they've got in the top of the Instagram feed now, you can have categories. You know, if you're into animals, photography, architecture, whatever that may be, there's going to be categories for you there, and you're going to be able to simply go and lose your mind for bloody days inside those things. But really good from the essence of if you're out there putting your information out there, your products, services, etc., making sure you're using the right hashtags that can fit into these categories. So I'm looking forward to that coming out as well. In other news, let's jump back to the Facebook. So we talked about the sharing of stories. They're also bringing out a new feature for groups. They really are trying to, you know, make groups become more community-like and making it easier for you to access groups. I don't know about you, but I think I'm a member of like 1,000 groups. And the unfortunate thing is, at the moment, and I don't believe they've changed this, anyone can add you to a group, which I don't like that. There should be a would you like to join this group button somewhere. But they're introducing new group tabs, which will just help you navigate your existing groups that you're in. Just as a side note, they actually have a groups app. So if you don't have that, there's an actual app you can download, and it's just for groups. So you can go into that and it'll show a list of all your groups there. You can also select your favorite ones. Now this is a game changer. Facebook, if they don't have their hands in every pie already, they're now jumping into the dating game. They're saying we're building a feature for dating and relationships within the Facebook app. People already use Facebook to meet people, and we want to make that experience better. People will be able to create a dating profile that is separate to your Facebook profile. So basically, you're going to be able to do it stealth-like. You can go out and you can create your personal profile for your dating app, and it doesn't necessarily be featured, it says here. However, what people do with the dating feature will not be shown to their friends. So it's sort of on the sly, which I think is good. Adds that level of privacy. We'll share more information when this begins testing later this year. But this is pretty cool. I looked at in the screenshot here from the actual conference. They've got obviously an entire new feature within their dating home, events and groups. So I'm sure they're going to be able to create events for singles, meetups, etc. Even conversation starters. I wonder if they will pre-populate conversation starters. I'm sure that would change the dating game. But again, you'll probably get, just like the iPhone, you notice an iPhone when it rings because they've only got very limited options there. I'm sure after a while you're going to get hit with the same conversation starter. They'll probably get a little bit boring, so don't rely on that. Other things that they've talked about, they've got crisis response, which again they're really trying to become one with what's happening right now in the world. So if there's disasters, there's safety checks, things like that, and you'll see that popping up in your newsfeed quite a lot. I see notifications where nearly every day someone's marking themselves as safe from something, which is great, especially for you to be able to keep in contact with your Facebook friends and what's happening if there's any disasters around the world. Blood donations on Facebook, which is purely for India, Bangladesh and Pakistan at the moment, where you can actually register as a blood donor. Geez, they're doing a lot. They are doing a lot. Messenger, so they're also bringing out AR for the Messenger platform. That's extremely exciting. We'll talk more on that as it evolves. We don't need to go into that today. But something that is extremely exciting for us as an agency, and where our job is to create amazing content and then get that amazing content out in front of our customers' audiences. There's now a new immersive way to share content. So recently, Facebook introduced 3D posts, and today, as of a couple of days ago, we're announcing that people will soon be able to take 3D objects from newsfeed into Facebook camera AR experiences with simply one tap. So let me show you this. This has been available for a little while. You'll probably see some Facebook content like this. Very rarely will you see it because again, it's not a matter of a couple of clicks of a button. You need to be highly skilled at doing this, but you can move your mouse around and you can have a 3D. That's just something that's going to really stop someone and actually take a look, right? It was like when the first 360 photo came out. It was amazing. You'd be like scrolling through, looking up and down and doing all that. So again, it's almost that philosophy. I share in all my live events. I always say, what's the number one rule of Facebook? The number one rule of Facebook is when Facebook brings something out, you explore it. You look at it and you go, how could I use this for my business, my brand? So expect some 3D posts coming your way from our news feeds. But what Facebook obviously are now allowing you to do is take these 3D objects. You can now, when you get into the virtual reality side of things, you're going to be able to obviously explore your way around a Facebook post. Now that's going to be game changing. Super exciting. There's many things happening with Facebook. Really looking forward to checking these out and especially utilizing them across multiple campaigns. And of course, coming back to you with our findings. Now, if you want to dig deeper into any of the content that we've talked about today, you can actually head over and watch the keynote from F8. I'm sure you'll be able to gather more finer detail if any of that excites you. But like I said, we're extremely excited here to be able to bring you this information hot off the press. Please let us know what you think below, how you potentially could be utilizing this in your business, or how you maybe already are utilizing this in your business. We're always here to bring it to you first. And as always, I'm Brett Campbell, and today you've been notified.